So into the arena steps Önür Сейілхан of Kazakhstan, a 17-year-old from the South Kazakhstan region, comes to the ring as the 2024 reigning Asian Youth Champion, having taken that title in the 71 kilogram light middleweight division in his homeland earlier this year. Three-time national champion at 71 kilograms, and he prevailed over Önür Сейілхан at the semi-final stage. So this a rematch of the semi-final that occurred in this very town in the spring. Here they are on the grand stage of a World Championship gold medal bout. Stakes couldn't be any higher between these two talented teenagers. So Ms. Yevana Ogenovic with the final instructions. And we are underway. A rematch between two familiar rivals that occurred in this very town is now being played out in a battle for World Championship gold. They hail from Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan. The boxer wearing red, operating out of the orthodox stance, is Önür Сейілхан, 17 years of age, from the South Kazakhstan region. A southpaw wearing blue, who just been picked off by a beautiful right cross is Alexei Gukov. So immediate attention required to the head guard. Despite what he's calling timeout once again here, Gukov, because the head guard has just been adjusted. Until you see he's a tall, slim, angular boxer. And it looks as though he's borrowed that head guard from a big-headed super heavyweight, because there appears to be lots of room. How's that been adjusted satisfactorily by the coach now? Approaching a minute gone. Oh, that's a beautiful right hand landed by Сейілхан. And again, well, he's having problems with his head guard, but that is not Сейілхан's problem. And I'm not quite sure I agree with this notion of guys holding their hands up to get the head guard adjusted. That's got to be done in the locker room and in between. You can see the chin strap slipping up over his mouth here now. And that's going to provide encouragement for Сейілхан and problems for Gukov, because he's repeatedly having to fiddle with that head guard as he reaches for an exploratory right jab to the body. Good right hand whipped into the body in bolo fashion from Сейілхан. Southpaw left with an accurate arcing shot from Gukov. Physical on the inside. The head of Gukov being forced back as though it was on a hinge. Right hand lead on the resumption. Scored by Сейілхан. Nice movement with the legs from Сейілхан to avoid the attempted combination from Gukov. He hasn't yet found his range with the same consistency as Сейілхан. There he scores with a darting right jab. Well, the two men fall into a clinch, and you can see that head guard nowhere near fitted accurately. He's holding up his hand, and I just think this is something that the team have got to address. Remember, these are teenage boxers, and you can see an alternative one is in position, and that's good, because again, I maintain it looked as though he borrowed the head guard from the super heavyweight. Didn't look close to being the correct size for the tall, angular figure that is Alexei Gukov. And hopefully this one is more secure, because unless he does something drastic and different in the final 40 seconds, he's conceding this opening round. There he did get through with a left cross, Gukov. Good right hand slung into the body from Сейілхан. So counter left hand off target from Gukov. And that's a beautiful right cross landed by Сейілхан, but then countering with his own success was Gukov, but a beautiful right hand lead once again landed by Сейілхан. And Сейілхан standing in the pocket, hands contemptuously low, and for my money, that judges, they see it the same way, a clean sweep of the cards in favor of the man from Kazakhstan. So into the second round we go, and the first scoring shot landed by Alexei Gukov. He lost the first round unanimously. The fencing with the lead hand continues in this battle between Orthodox and Southpaw. So two men who have enjoyed immense success on the continental stage, competing in a cracking atmosphere. Wonderful right hand again landed by Сейілхан, excuse me. Counter left hand not too far away from Gukov, but Сейілхан enjoyed his own success, making that a trade-off. Oh, that's a wonderful left hand out of the southpaw stance from Gukov, seemingly landed from the other side of the boxing ring. But such is the length of this man's reach that the punch just kept extending and extending, and on the end of it was the head guard of Сейілхан being pushed backwards. So Сейілхан going in search of his get back now after being picked off by that eye-catching southpaw left. Check right hook not too far away from Gukov. We're on the halfway stage of this second round. Remember, Gukov conceding the opening round unanimously as Сейілхан roughing him up on the inside. Palms of his gloves into the face of Gukov before he digs in a good right hand to the body as the boxers came together. Each man inaccurate with their shots going long. And even though the head guard has been adjusted, still appearing to have a few problems with it. Fewer problems, Gukov, so it is an improvement, but again, it just doesn't appear to fit him. So check left hand not too far away, and both men enjoying success during that coming together. Gukov continuing to move counterclockwise to his right, away from the backhand of Сейілхан, but Сейілхан did get through with it, only to be picked off by a two-shot salvo from Gukov. So each man enjoying success. It's becoming increasingly untidy, this one. Closing seconds of the second round. The coaches watching with keen intent, because they'll be looking to make adjustments as Сейілхан drops down to the body. Flailing punches from Gukov on the ropes. There he's picked off by a right hand when his back was totally square on the strands. Second round completed. Better round produced by Alexei. Split Gukov taking it for judges 1 and 5. But that means crucially we have 2 tied scores of 19 points apiece and 3 scores of 20 points to 18 in favor of Сейілхан. So testament to the fact that it was a better round for Gukov, but just didn't do enough to take the round. And so now he needs a massive final 3 minutes as a right hand drives him backwards from Сейілхан. Needs a massive final round that he faces to overturn the deficit that he faces for 3 of the 5 scoring judges, 2, 3 and 4 after 6 minutes of boxing. Well, Сейілхан not averse to roughing up Gukov on the inside. And again, head guard having to be adjusted. You can see the space between the back of his head and from Gukov. Сейілхан, knowing that he's leading 20 points to 18. There he's put on the end of another southpaw left. And remember the context of the scorecards with 6 minutes in the book. 2 tied scores of 19 points apiece for judges 1 and 5. Oh, that's a wonderful right hand lead landed against the southpaw from Сейілхан. And again, you can see that chin strap up over the mouth of Gukov. Not where it is supposed to be. Don't wish to labor the point, but that has really hampered his performance for my money in this gold medal bout, because he handed the first round on a silver platter to his familiar rival from Kazakhstan, because his hands were busy adjusting the head guard rather than throwing punches, just as he had to do there. Сейілхан entering bout management mode here now with a minute remaining, content to maintain the gap between himself and his familiar adversary. And in the very same venue where Gukov got the better of him in the semi-final stage of the Adriatic Pearl Youth Tournament earlier this year, short of Gukov landing a finishing combination, I think the tables are going to be turned. Good pecking right hand landed by Gukov. But of course, that is the beauty of the sport of boxing. A single shot can cancel everything that preceded it. No other sport comes close. Combat sports, of course. But if you're losing 6-0 in football with a minute remaining, you know that the game is over. But as long as your opponent is on their feet in the sport of boxing, they are still dangerous and they are still in with a chance. Gukov launching a bazooka of a backhand that he hoped would land and bring about the finish, but he wasn't able to find the range. There he's looking for a two-shot combination once again. And the bell concludes the action in this rematch between two familiar opponents. And on this occasion, we are going to see the tables turn, because that low five and that celebratory headbutt from his coach indicates that they share the perspective I've got here ringside at the Budva Sports Center Arena in Montenegro. And it's going to be a measure of competitive revenge earned by Onur Сейілхан. And the Asian Continental Champion is about to be crowned as the Youth World Champion here on the shores of the Adriatic. Let's get the verdict.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to your scorecards where we have a unanimous decision in favor of your winner. In the red corner,
Onur Сейілхан flexing that left bicep and lets out a battle cry, having been declared a unanimous point decision victor over his familiar rival Alexei Gukov of Russia. And that is why that distinctive teal, blue and yellow flag of Kazakhstan is being flown up in the stands here, because Onur Сейілхан is the youth world champion in the 71 kilogram light middleweight division. A fantastic run through to the gold medal bout produced by the 17-year-old from Kazakhstan. And in this tournament, which began in the round of 64, Onur Сейілхан winning 5 contests out of 5